Today, I want to talk about dating tips. What are some of the good things to do when you're thinking about trying to find a spouse? I don't think that dating should be just to go out and have dates with women. I don't think we should lead people on. It's good to have friends, and it's okay to go out and have friendship with people, but you don't want to lead anybody on. And so what I think is that if you're looking for a date, if you're looking for someone special, go where the fish are. Go where you can find somebody. I just recently joined ChristianMingle.com, and it's it's a good place to meet people. Just look for people that have a similar interest as you, similar background in faith as you. I think that's so important. If you're well rested in your faith and you know what you believe, you should find someone that believes similar than you. It's I don't think it's good to go out and try to change people. I think that you should always share the gospel and always try to find misconceptions of the gospel and fix those misconceptions. But I don't think that you should go out and try to change people um, as far as their their faith in a way that proselytizes people. I think there's a way of you want to bring people to believe what you believe, and that's honest. I mean, everyone wants people to believe like they do, and so you should be honest about it. And this is what I think. Don't try to change people, but I think that you should always present people with the gospel. Be honest and ethical about your faith. Don't try to control people. Um, and so you shouldn't try to control your date and try to dominate your date. Um, I think that you need to know who you are as a person and know what you want. Um, you look for someone that you know deep in your heart you have a peace with. You look for someone that you have a peace with that you can have a stable environment with, and someone that you trust. I think that Proverbs 31 is a good verse to go by if you're looking for a good woman. I think that if you look into the verse, it has so much depth as far as showing you what you should think about women and how you should treat them and how they are. They're far worth more than rubies. A good woman is, and it gives you good insight. Like charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. You know, it's you want to find someone that you can be your best friend. So you're looking for your best friend, and you want it to grow into a relationship, not something that you're trying to force make happen, but it just happens. It can just happen. So um, you want someone that doesn't, someone that you can control yourself with and love as a friend and grow as a partner and appreciate as a great friend that you can seek for advice and that can give you counsel and help you grow. You want someone that can be a helpmate. Those things are important, and so uh, look for look for the godliness and really try to pull that out of them. Really try to bring that to the surface, empower them, bring love to the table. You want to share agape love, and that's what you need to do with the Gospels. You share agape love. You don't look at all their flaws and everything and live by their flaws. I mean, you need to have grace with them. So have grace with them. Don't get in the practice of building resentment and having a set of laws that they have to follow, um, and or else they can't be your friend. I think it's good to have boundaries and everything, but you want them to feel free and feel full of grace. So you want to give them grace and let God's grace enter the relationship. Uh, either a friendship or as a companion. You want them to feel the grace of God where you're at. Pray for them, show them that you care, and lift them up to God. Let Him enter the relationship, and He will bless it beyond imagination. So let Him have insight. You both want to have a relationship with God, a strong relationship that's very communicative to God. You want God to speak to you and give you insight whether this is something that you should do or not. And so that's what you need to do is have insight and wisdom. Whether it's if God says no, don't go for it. I went down that road and I regret it so much because it was hard and it was a bad mistake. And so if you can't find peace in it, don't stay in it. Be honest with the person. Say that I can't find peace in this, so I can't be with you. I'm sorry. And so you have to look at that as important. So keep keep insight and wisdom close at hand, so that way you know what you're doing, and follow them uh, with uh, with Jesus as the center of their life. You want them to have Jesus as the center of their life. Let them uh, know Jesus as the center of your life. You need to have Jesus as the center of your life. That way, when you bring someone else in the picture, you're handling things well. Jesus is the sun, and you're like the planets revolving around it. And sometimes they'll be closer, sometimes they'll be farther, and so your role in that would in a reform law. Uh, Speaker told me about this, but you want an analogy with the planets, but you want to um, you want to weigh everything in your life in a way that God stays first, and other things revolve around that, and it revolves beautifully. You want it to, if there's needs in your life, you need to look at those needs and follow after seeking those needs. If you have a constant thing, because you don't want to be religious about your relationship or about how much time you spend with someone or about uh, you know different things in your life. You want to make sure it's healthy. Things in moderation are good. So you don't want something that's going to extremes. You don't want things to be in the extreme. You want things to be just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And so I give this advice: just follow after God, go with His flow, and let Him lead you to the right spouse. So that's my dating advice today. I hope you enjoyed it. You have a good day and happy hunting.